Alright, so we're doing tattoos today. And me, the proud father of this beautiful daughter, I am going to put a tattoo on her. Anyway, what I want to do is put a tattoo right here on her neck. We'll kind of start off right there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a custom shape. And to do this, I'm just going to click on my custom shape tool, and I'm going to click and drag. This is a butterfly image that we created in class, and I'm just going to pull it out, and we've got a pink stroke, so I'll turn that stroke off to none and let the black shape be as is. Okay, so there we have it. Now what we need to do is just resize it or scale it to fit a little better. So we'll hit Command T, zoom in here, and I think we've talked about transforming, but if we hold down Command, we can click on these individual corners and skew the artwork. And we want to just try to get it so that it makes sense in this going around her neck. I'm not sure what it means by making sense, but you just want to make sure that it's believable. Okay, and we're going to right click in here and say warp a little bit. We'll just give it a little bit of curve. Might pull some of this back where it's going to be going around her throat there a little bit. Alright, so we have it fairly close. Looks pretty good. And we could go and we could use the liquify. Let's just do that here real quick. We'll go up here and we'll say liquify. It's going to tell me that that shape needs to be rasterized first. We'll say OK. We'll zoom into it. And basically the brush that you're going to use is this little warp brush. And you just kind of click and drag. Oh, they finally fixed it. We can adjust our brush a little bit. So the area where right in the center is going to be the strongest manipulation. And I've got it turned on such so that I can see the layer below. So we're kind of just manipulating it around that throat area. Okay, we'll say OK. See what that looks like. So I want to kind of come up over this throat area, go down. I want to kind of rise on that throat area. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. It feels like it's going over and around and everything. So the next thing I want to do is it's a little hard edged. So I want to, I think we're going to go ahead and blur this. So let's turn that back into a smart object again. And we'll go up under filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And obviously if we take it up too much it looks too soft. So we want to just kind of play with this. And remember, if we have this highlighted, we can use our up and down arrow keys to move that in small chunks. If we hold down shift, you'll see it's going to go up in larger increments. So I'm just tapping my up and down arrow keys on my keyboard. So how about a 1? I don't think tattoos are tack sharp on the skin. And then the next thing we want to do is apply an effect, which is the blend if effect. So we're going to double click on our layer. That brings up our layer style. And we want to blend, so if this layer is black, we want to take it up. And once we move that, that layer or that color goes away, right? As it should, because it's black. So there is no white in it, so dragging this bar is not going to make any big difference. So if our butterfly layer, anything that black, if we move this, we want to move it to white or gray. Alright, so if our underlying layer, so since this is the lighter part of our underlying layer, we want to blend it if it's in the lighter area. So if we start dragging this white bar over, we'll start seeing that butterfly go away because we're blending if those are lighter values in the girl, right? Then we want to blend. Well, so we're taking this lighter area, but we don't want that to be that drastic. So if we come over here and we hold down Option, we can split that handle so that we can just blend it more gradually. So we can kind of play around with these. So if we want some of her skin texture to start coming back through our tattoo, we'll drag those handles like that. And same thing on the darker side. If I start dragging these dark sliders, the darker areas of her in that tattoo area will start blending. So if I want to blend, say, over to there, I can split this handle. Option drag that handle so it's kind of a gradual fading. So in the darker areas of her skin, we want to start blending it a little more so it's a lot more, much more subtle effect. So that's the blend if, and we can always edit it. So we can kind of drag these sliders back or drag them more further into it depending on how much you want that skin or that texture to blend through the tattoo. Alright, so that's a start for our tattoo exercise.